What's up, brothers and sisters? This is your brother G World underscore D, G World 7 underscore D. Here's a quick book I want you to check out. It's like the holy grail of our history. It's right here: The Conquest of Mexico and the Conquest of Peru by William H. Prescott. Okay, let me focus on it. This is a book I think you all should get. This is a awesome book because it talks about the destruction of the black empires and the black land over in Mexico and Peru, and how those empires failed. Excuse me. This is an exceptional book, and I'm going to talk about it in detail. But I think you need to get this book. This is a good source. It's a first-hand source. It's written back in the 1800s, but it's conquest. The Conquest of Mexico and the Conquest of Peru by William H. Prescott. Alright? Get this book. This is an exceptional book. It's a thick book to read, but it's an exceptional book. And we need to constantly read and research our history. I'm giving you sources. I'm continuing to give you sources for you to read and do your own research. Alright? You don't need to listen to Negro scholars babble and continue to tell you that you're descendant of African slaves, which is basically descendant of free black people that were already here, who many of them were enslaved. Some of them weren't, but many of them were enslaved. Alright? But most of our ancestors were already here. Alright? Most of our ancestors weren't brought over on a ship. I've said this over and over again. Most of our ancestors are already here. It's hard for some of our people to fathom this because we have been conditioned to think that we're just slaves from Africa. That is incorrect information. That's wrong. Yes, there were slaves brought here, but the majority of black people are already here. And if that upsets some people, I don't give a damn. You're going to hear it. Because a lot of black Americans really need to know their true history. They really need to understand their true history. They really need to stop holler and say they're descendants of slaves. And you need to stop claiming that your ancestors, like I said, continue to say this over and over again, arrived here on the ship and you just been here for 400 years. That is so damn inaccurate. We've been here. We need to understand that. We've been here. Alright? We've been here. And anyone black who continues to tell you we haven't been here is an enemy. They're ignorant, they don't know their history, but they're also an enemy, man. They're an enemy. So I'm going to show you this book again. The Conquest of Mexico and the Conquest of Peru by William H. Prescott. If you can get this book, get it. I suggest if you try to get it used, it'll be cheaper there. Because this is a very expensive book. Like I said, this book was written back in the 1800s. Try to look and get this book. Try to find this book. This is a first-hand source book. Alright? The information's out there. But you're going to have to seek it out. Do not, I repeat, do not listen to these fake Negro scholars because they've been educated and trained by white folks. They've been educated and trained by white folks. Do not listen to them. And I beg of you, do not listen to them. This is how we're going to break out of that chain of so-called slavery, a mental slavery in the head. We got to start doing our own independent research. And like I just said, if some Negroes don't like me saying this, man, I don't give a damn, man. I really don't give a damn because most of us were already here. We do not come from one place. We're all over this planet. And it's hard for some of my people to grasp the idea that we sailed around the world in ships. I'm not making this up. This is my research. I've done this for years. You have black people all over the world. All right. DNA test is not going to really tell you anything, man. You're going to have to do really, you're going to have to do some really hands down, bone hard, true research on real black history in your family, man. Because this information, like I said before in another one, has really been covered up. Our true history has been covered up, man. It disgusts me, man, how some of my people remain ignorant and want to remain ignorant and believe in just that we were captured and brought over here in ships. You have to understand that we ruled the damn planet. White folks come from Central Asia. Alright. They were forced out of there, or they migrated out of there around 1500 BC, and they came in to mix in with the Aboriginal black people of Europe. Alright. They were absorbed. But that's their first arrival. Then the Huns chased their ass out later on, bringing another floodgate of more whites come from Central Asia. They do not originate in Europe. That's why Hammer, when you look at the black nobility, man, those were the indigenous black people of Europe. Don't just say that, oh, they were African. They were African. Sure, people were coming from Africa too, as well coming from the Americas there. You have to understand those people were European. Just lay them as African. Then, like I said before in other posts, you allow people to come there, or who are not from there, they're able to steal the history and steal their identity. We need to reclaim our identity in the lands that we're at and take pride in who we are, where we at. Just to see a black person in the Philippines and just call them African, I just think that's wrong. You have indigenous black people all over the planet. I'm going to keep harping on this. You have to understand this. Alright? So this is the first-hand source book from William Prescott. The Conquest of Mexico and the Conquest of Peru. The conquest basically of Upper and Lower Egypt. Alright? Because the original Egypt was here in America. The original Egypt was here in America. I'll repeat this again. The original Egypt, or Tamaray, Amorica, whatever, Aztlan, was here in the freaking Americas, man. And the oldest part is South America, because South America was not covered under ice sheets. Learn your damn history, man. Learn your damn history, please. Learn your damn history. Do not listen to Pan-Africans. Learn your damn history. Learn your damn history, please. Learn your damn history. Peace and love, brothers and sisters.